I'm Catherine McGoldrick, Professor and Chair of Anesthesiology at New York Medical College and a past president of the Wood Library Museum of Anesthesiology. I'd like to give a brief update pertaining to the annotated bibliography of the Wood Library Museum. As many of you know, this is a book that Patrick Sims started over 30 years ago. Patrick was, of course, the Paul Wood Distinguished Librarian and served the Wood Library for about 39 years until he died in 2010 on the eve of the American Society of Anesthesiology annual meeting. Patrick had collected copious notes over the years in highlighting the collection of the Wood Library, the rare book collection. And in fact, the annotated bibliography actually tells the story of the history of anesthesiology through our Wood Library Museum rare book collection. When Patrick died, the book was unfinished. It will be titled Patrick Sims, Heritage of Anesthesiology. We hope to have it available at the 2012 annual meeting. It's in press now, and it will look very, very similar to this. This is the Genesis of Surgical Anesthesia by Dr. Norman Bergman, and the cover and the gold printing will be quite similar. When Patrick died, we found over 1,100 pages of his notes for this book, and four of us got together, Dr. Donald Caton, Pauline Snyder, a medical editor, and Felicia Riley, our very talented archivist here at the Wood Library, and decided to complete Patrick's work. It was a labor of love for Patrick, and it's our labor of love to have finished it for him. Dr. Donald Caton, as many of you know, is a past laureate of the history of anesthesiology, the wonderful program founded by Dr. Nicholas Green. And I would really be remiss if I didn't mention our special gratitude to Karen Biederman, who has helped us keep the printing presses rolling, and also to the entire staff here at the Wood Library Museum, because when Felicia Riley was helping us so much with the archives, it meant that the rest of the staff had to pick up the work that Felicia ordinarily would have done. And so we're enormously indebted to them for their devotion and sacrifice to this project. It's really a testament to the high esteem in which everybody held Patrick. He was truly beloved. The book is divided into 5 parts, and initially we thought we should present everything chronologically. But unfortunately, if we did that, the advent of surgical anesthesia wouldn't have come till about 2/3 of the way through the book. So Dr. Caton had the really, I think, brilliant idea of starting off with the introduction of surgical anesthesia and then framing everything around that, even though it was not in chronological order. So there are 5 sections of the book. The first has several chapters pertaining to the introduction of surgical anesthesia. The second part has to do with anesthesia and clinical practice. And the third part has to do with the basic sciences and clinical practice. The fourth part is what preceded surgical anesthesia, such as acupressure, refrigeration, etc. And then the fifth and final part is a set of biographies of some of the various authors who were mentioned in the annotated bibliography. So we're really looking forward to the appearance of this book. We think it will really be a jewel in the crown of the Wood Library, and we hope that many of the departments of anesthesiology in the country will purchase a copy for their departmental libraries.